Welcome to Atlanta, SFL Nation. Between this matchup between the Atlanta Swarm and the Charleston Predators. We're in Atlanta, also known as Hotlanta, or Chocolate City, what some like to say. Hey everybody, the Atlanta Swarm coming into tonight's game on a 3-game losing streak. Charleston has been pretty much up and down this season themselves. But the thing is, can Atlanta bounce back tonight? Or this morning, should I say. Eddie Gage, I have you on with me here today. And we also have Justin Reside and Mark Chisholm on stats. But Eddie, what is it that Atlanta has to do to get things turned around toward the end of the season?
Damon, this ain't the first game you call with me, man, so act like you don't know. Before I get to answer any of your questions, I know you're a Hall of Famer and all that, but yo, SFL Nation, y'all know what it do. What up, though? Yo, Damon, back in the booth with you yet again. Two teams, as you said, fighting for a playoff spot, fighting for their lives. Do or die situation for both these teams. Who's gonna come out on top? I don't know, but that's why I'm in here in the booth watching it with you. Talking to both these teams, I talked to Charleston. He said, yo, we had a great week of practice in the game. We got one game plan. Slow down, Hall of Fame, tailback, BDG Hollywood. He is first and foremost their priority. Talking to Atlanta, my main man, Mark. He used to be my best friend, but he been acting kind of shady kind of lately. But yo, he said on offense, they need to stay mistake-free, and on defense, they're going to be aggressive as they've been all season. We'll see how it all shakes out.
And you're right about that. Atlanta does have to stay mistake-free. I mean, there are some games where they were in it, but just had some turnovers, especially the Louisiana game. That was bizarre. Were they 6 or only 8 yards the entire second half? I hate to bring that up towards Mark, but, I mean, it happened. You know, they got to get some production going on in the second half there. And just a handoff here to Atlanta out to the 22-yard line. And this is where they take over and start their first drive. Charleston 5-5 and the Atlanta Swarm of 4-6. As Eddie stated, both of these teams are in the playoff hunt as the season continues to heat up and catch fire, especially when it comes to playoff time.
Yeah, Atlanta, they're champions, and Charleston has been much improved since they took over ownership of the franchise. So we'll see how they match up against each other today.
First and 10 here for Atlanta at their own 22-yard line. 5-step drop here by Dynasty. Throws and is intercepted on the first play of the game. And it's Corey Minner to the 30-yard line.
Corey Minner on the very first play of the game here at home. Dynasty continues to have struggles this week in terms of the turnover game. And Charleston starting in great field position.
That was like, I don't want to say that was a bad throw, but it was a bad decision. It's 4 defenders around 1 receiver. And it looks like Boo Chisholm was on a post going towards the inside. I think Boo became open later on the route there. But, man, what a bad decision for Dynasty. Here is Charleston. Kentez Johnson underneath the center. Split pro. Takes a 5-step drop. Race progression. Right across the middle has a receiver. And it's to Ken Macario.
90X shallow cross out of split pro, one of the harder plays to defend because this route works versus various coverages, including man-to-man defense, where it's primarily a great weapon to use against.
There's a look at Jack Napier. Little split jokers. Here is a spin move by Swearingen. Swearingen down to the 10-yard line.
And I remember commenting on this before, Damon, but Keith Swearingen, the past couple of seasons, he seems to have a burst to him that he has not had before. I'm not sure if he lost weight the last couple of seasons or what the case is, but he has more burst to his step.
Well, he lost some weight because he's down to 200 pounds. I remember he used to be a whole lot heavier than that. They come out same formation. They're going to try it again. ISO. Picks up 1 yard there, Swearingen.
And I'm not sure if they saw something in practice or on film, but that's the 3rd straight play when they come out in some sort of split back personnel. And so far it's working for them.
We'll get to the Charleston Predators offense here in just a moment if they do not score on this particular play. 2nd and 9 at Atlanta's 9-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swearingen again. Swearingen gets skinny out to the 6-yard line now. And the offense for the Predators, Kentez Johnson is the quarterback, Keith Swearingen the halfback, Terrell Sutherland is the fullback, Ken McCarroll wide receiver, Buchanan Simons, is the wide receiver, and they have Jay Taylor as well. Two tight ends, Dusty Rowick and Lyric DaVinci, and also they have a left guard of Dusty Wilson. We'll get to the defense of Atlanta here shortly. Eddie, they come out in looks like a gun triple left. They go 90Z arrow, and Quintez goes down, sacked hard by Chris Porter.
90Z arrow, you got 4 receivers on the 6-yard line. In the defense is being helped out by that back line of the goal line. Is acting like basically a 12th defender. That's just a tough situation to come out in with 4 wide receivers on the field.
Here's Brad Brackett, comes out for a 28-yard attempt. The defense for the Atlanta Swarm, defensive end Chris Porter and Billy Ray Valentine. Defensive tackle, you have Leo Jefferson, Joshua Williams, what they call Swole. Linebackers are Aquantis Shine, the Hall of Famer. Also have Cree Higgins and Diamond Blackwell. Cornerbacks, Jack Napier, Don Fletcher, J Rock, Jay Miraculous. And your safeties are Moose Papano and Chris Henry, along with kicker Sammy Steele. That's the defense and special teams for the Atlanta Swarm. Great defense, Eddie, for Atlanta on that particular drive. They're not allowing a touchdown for Charleston to get a big lead, only allowing 3 points after the turnover.
Bend but don't break.
Here is Ryan Roosevelt on the return. Roosevelt spin move. He's down to the 23.
I said this before last week, Damon, but every time you say spin move, I have to do a double take and make sure he's not about to score because you get so hyped.
I get hype off the spin moves. Reason being is because that's normally what happened. When it's a spin move and the running back gets free, he's normally gone after that. You know, sometimes it's only take 1 spin. Sometimes there's 2. There's a 4-3 by the defense. Handoff here to BDG. He's going to be stuffed right at the line of scrimmage by Corey Minner.
If you're going to be successful against this Atlanta offense, you have to keep 2 eyes on BDG. I don't care if it's 3rd and forever because he leads the team in all time in yards, carries, attempts, and touchdowns. He's a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. Here is Dynasty underneath the center. They got 2 tight ends on the left side of the field here. The Dynasty, they're going to go handoff to BDG. Open field. Picks up 3 yards there. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. The defensive line is about to peel their ears back. They got about 25 tacks between the 4 defensive linemen. So Dynasty has to be careful here.
Defensive end, Charleston defense. Defensive end, John Laley, Chris Joseph. Defensive tackles, Joseph Saboka and Robert Cherry. Linebackers, get to them in just a minute here. Here's Dynasty on the 7-step drop. Out route, got his receiver, and that is to Ryan Roosevelt.
Nice play design there. You got the receiver at the top of the diamond running a go route, which clears out the corner and makes the out route wide open.
He absolutely was wide open. Continuing the defense with Charleston. Inside linebacker is Jack Brown. Outside linebackers, Jack Hoffman, Eric Hammer. Cornerbacks, Jacob Clear, Johnny Bravo, Corey Minner. And you also have your safeties of Josh Reese, Sam Boatner, and John Stamingo. Shotgun formation. Here is Dynasty, gets a little pressure. Big pass down the middle, and he got Falco Siege, and he just crossed the Hollywood Boulevard on that pass and catch from Dynasty.
Last week, you said that they crossed Pennsylvania Boulevard when we hosted the DC Dragons. This time, I'm not sure what the street famous for in Atlanta is. Maybe it's Free Street, I don't know. But Sage Falco scores his 4th receiving touchdown on the season.
Absolutely. Great play there by Falco to get open. I mean, he got everybody burnt. He gets behind everybody. But let's talk about that throw from Dynasty.
It was
Gage, he gets pressured, and he steps up, pumps it, let that thing release, and it's a perfect pass.
Perfect pass indeed. And Charleston actually brought the blitz, but neither linebacker could get any penetration. And that's a long time for any cornerback to try to cover a receiver, especially Sage Falco.
Atlanta Swarm offense. You got Brian Dynasty, the quarterback, BDG Hollywood, halfback, Mitchell O'Brien is the fullback. Hannes Odobe, Sage Falco, Boo Chisholm, and Ryan Roosevelt are your wide receivers. Tight ends, DJ Bandit and Jamal Wooding. That'll do it for both teams' offense.
Marcus in the chat saying that he crossed Peachtree Boulevard, Damon.
That's a nice one. Forgot about Peachtree. Here is the return here for Charleston. They're going to be stopped at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Gage, we saw Charleston first possession after that interception. Only picked up probably about 20 yards on that drive and had to settle for 3.
Had to settle for 3. It's a disappointment. I mean, you're good to see them come away with points, but you're trying to get 7 anytime you get in that kind of good starting field position.
Here is Kentez Johnson underneath the center. They come in a power I formation. Handoff into Swearingen on a strong stretch, and he picks up 4 yards on the carry. Looks like 5.
Charleston, one of the few teams in the SFL who actually runs a weak power I rather than a strong power I. So they run away from the other side of that tight end on the other side of the field, and I always wonder what they see in film to make them decide to go that route.
Yeah, I tried the week a few seasons ago, and I didn't like it. They come in a weak-eye jokers. Watch out for the stretch here. No, they're going to go with the dump off here to Swearingen. And Swearingen almost picks up the first down before being hit really hard at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 1 now.
3rd and 1 deep in your own end, Damon. If I'm Charleston, I'm coming to give this ball to Keith Swearingen. What about you?
I'm doing the same thing. Chris Henry on the tackle on the previous play. They come out here in their I formation jokers. And you're right, they do go to Swearingen. They go with the stretch, and he breaks the tackle out to the 37. I was concerned that he wasn't going to make the edge, but man, with the broken tackle there, he does pick up the first down.
Yeah, the cornerback actually broke his tackle and met him in the backfield, but was not strong enough to bring the big man, Keith Swearingen, down. Despite being only 200 pounds, he was strong enough to get out of that tackle, pick up the first down. Weak power on that play.
It was Jay Miraculous who had him in the backfield for a tackle for loss. Was unable to come away with the tackle there. As a look at Swearingen numbers so far in the game. They come out single back formation quads. Here is Kentez out route. That pass is almost tipped it away, but he makes the reception on the sideline is Ken McCarroll.
Yeah, and Mark said he was going to be aggressive on defense. I'm not sure if there was 2 corners or combo inside zone, but you're right. Mark is calling some plays on defense that I have not seen him call before.
So look at Swearingen, who's been basically having the boatload of the offense. 5 attempts for 25 carries. They come out in the split pro formation here. McCarroll on the line of scrimmage. Handoff here to that's Swearingen, and Swearingen goes nowhere.
Swearingen, like Atlanta, they got to keep an eye on BDG Hollywood. They're Charleston. Atlanta has to do the same thing. Keith Swearingen is the bell cow of this offense.
Point to shine coming away with the tackle. Boy, that dude is 6'5", 246 pounds. I see somebody 6'5", dude, I basically fold up. Here's a 5-step drop here by Johnson. Big arm. Got a man wide open, and he's down to the 10, and he just crossed Hollywood Boulevard. My goodness. I don't even think Michael Johnson could have caught this guy in a 100-yard dash, Eddie.
Yeah, he got out there really quick, and it's weird because, he ran like a kind of a fade, but it was a slow developing play, so he needed great protection from his offensive line. They gave it to him, and Charleston, who's known for their methodical plays downfield, scores in a hurry, and they have retaken this lead.
It looked like an out and up, if I'm not mistaken, on that route there. And, man, was McCarroll wide open. If you get that cornerback to bite on that out route, and if that safety is not in the vicinity, that play is money.
The extra point is good.
And I'm not sure if you noticed them, but it's gotten eerily quiet in this stadium.
It has. It was rocking after the touchdown pass from Dynasty to Siege Falco on the previous possession for Atlanta. And Charleston basically just sucked the air and the breath out of this stadium.
Yeah. I mean, it is early. It's only 12:15, so perhaps they haven't quite shaken the cobwebs out yet, but wow.
If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and role-playing games into one. Team strategizes are being executed in real time by our simulation as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. I need to make this larger. I don't have my glasses on.
If you get my age, Mom, when you get my age, it gets worse.
I'm going 125. Fun. Here is BDG Hollywood tackling in the backfield for a 4-yard loss.
Tried a stretch play, and they actually had Charleston fooled as their linebackers was shifted to the strong side of the field, but fortunately for the defensive end for Charleston, he was ready for him.
Here's Brian Dynasty underneath the center. There goes Strong Guy Twins. And off here to Hollywood. Hollywood picks up a yard. And Corey Minner has been outstanding in the run game. That's his third tackle today, I want to say.
Yeah, and they actually got great push up front. It's kind of unfortunate he was able to bend and get around the edge and make that tackle. Otherwise, BDG might still be running right now.
Gun formation. It's like trips triple. There is a pass. That pass is deflected away by Jacob Clear. Intended for Siege Falco.
Yeah, Siege actually had the edge, and I thought he was going to come up with a reception there and be off to the races, but wow, what a break on the ball.
Outstanding play there by Jacob Clear to come away with that pass deflection.
I thought that was Johnny Bravo.
It probably was.
I was going to go 3 and out.
Oh, you're right. It was Bravo.
Yeah.
I thought Clear was 33. I'm sorry. When Clear played for Houston, he was 33. So I saw 33 and I assumed that was him. My apologies.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to cheat and not look at the roster sheet, you know, so. It don't hurt that it's 11 a.m. in the morning. And you're 9 a.m.
It's 9
so I'm still going to wake up.
Yeah, I got the call from Mike Daggs and says, Eddie, wake up. I was really about to take a nap. I had to take a quick flight and get out here.
3-2 defense. Charleston come out in a gun tray open. Here's Johnson. Got a corner post. That pass is open, and this to McCarroll again. McCarroll is putting on a show in Atlanta.
Yes, he is. Once again, he gets over the top as a cornerback, gets stuck, peeking in the backfield. I never understand why so many corners in the SFL do that. You got a receiver running right past you. You have no safety help. You need to get on that back foot and get out of there.
Also, what I noticed too, Eddie, when a lot of, in that formation, sometimes the corners likes to play towards the inside. Not sure why, especially on that far outside wide receiver. He's the one running that corner post. You playing the inside, you're in trouble. There's a pass across the middle of the field, and that pass is completed. Mr. 46, Lyric Da Vinci.
Damon, that's the thing I don't understand either. If you're a slot corner, that's one thing. But anytime you're playing the X or the Y receiver, the X or the Z receiver, you need to have the edge set toward the outside.
Absolutely.
Force them towards your help.
I agree with you. Here is Swandren to the outside. Got a big man out in front, and the big man doesn't pick up the block. But Swandren picks up the first down, though.
Great job. And I think that was Leo Jefferson. He thought it was a pass play because he had a beeline toward the quarterback, and he ran right past Keith Swearingen.
Man, 76. Dude, you got to take out that player there. He was looking for the little guy upfield. He didn't want the linebacker.
They never do.
Here is split pro. Formation here for the offense. Charleston is having a great drive. Here's Johnson. Got an in route. That pass is deflected. Oh, my goodness. What a shot by Quanton Shine.
4-3 cover 12. And Atlanta bailed up out of there to snap of the ball, but Aquana Shine, he's a Hall of Famer. He's the only one in the area playing anything underneath, and he puts a shot on McCarroll that he's going to think about tomorrow when he wakes up.
Do you know what that hit reminds me of? You remember when Chad Johnson tried to block Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis?
Here's Kentez Johnson dumping off into Swearingen in the flat. Swearingen picks up the first down, now down to the 11-yard line.
2nd and 10, and he just basically dumps it off. And you're laughing at the fact that Chad Johnson got laid out. But I'm trying to stay focused here, Devon. Give me some help. But you're right, Chad Johnson, he got laid out. And I remember when he went to the sidelines, he said, I tried to block Ray Lewis. And the defensive coordinator told him, don't ever do that again, son.
I got a response to that one. Hold on. Here's Kentez Johnson under the center, 1st and 10 here for Charleston. Give it to Keith Swearingen. Swearingen spin moves, and he's tackled and brought down at the 6.
That time they did go strong power eye, ran right up the gut.
Chris Henry on the tackle, and I saw there was like not an interview, but they were at the Pro Bowl that same season, and Chad say, "Hey Ray, did you feel me?" No, he said I tried to knock your head off, and Ray said, "You know what? I didn't even feel you." So Swearingen handoff, and Swearingen goes nowhere. He met right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Atlanta Swarm, and it looks like Aquanta Shine was there on the play.
Yeah, on that play, you actually got the fullback for Charleston, number 44, Terrell Sutherland, running toward the sideline. That play usually works towards man, that you take the defender with you, but in this case, no one is fooled.
3rd and 5. Here for Charleston, 5 seconds left on the clock. Kentez takes a one-step drop, pumps fakes, gets a little pressure, and he got the touchdown right in the back of the end zone. And it's Jay Taylor.
Someone clipped that as he knew he was toward the back of the end zone, so he had to kind of tippy-toe towards the end of the route, knowing he's about to get laid out by the defender. I didn't get a number on him, but number 23, for Atlanta, was about to lay the boom on him, and he knew he's going to get hit, but he's able to hold on, Moose Papino, to not draw that ball loose.
That is the extra point attempt, and it's good right down the middle. Charleston jumps up 17-7 here on Atlanta in the first quarter. And that's going to end the first quarter there. We're going into quarter number 2.
Chris Henry is in the chat saying, how do you I'm not sure about Charleston, but I'm surprised that Charleston is able to put up 17 first quarter points.
Esports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live linear and AVOD esports channel available everywhere. Through your smart TV, on your phones, through Roku, Amazon Fire, TV, and more. Visit estv.co, not com.co, to learn more about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. ESTV, the 24/7 leader in sports. And it is a handoff to BDG Hollywood, and BDG go nowhere. And I must say that I caught a clip. I did catch a game the other night. What's today? Saturday. I want to say it was Thursday night. ESTV. They basically broadcast the season 16 championship game between the Atlanta Storm and the Denver Nightwings.
Yes, they did. They brought a smile to the face of Jeremy, who anytime Denver is highlighted anything.
Here is Dynasty. Got a reception across the middle of the field. That looks like Wooding on the reception.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but Charleston comes on the 3-2 to like a too soft zone. So we'll see how that shakes out, because Atlanta loves to throw the ball deep, and they're gonna have some opportunities to take advantage of should they continue to call that play.
3rd and 3 here for Atlanta. They give it to BDG Hollywood down to the bottom of the field. He picks up the first down. Eddie, if he stays outside, he's probably crossing Peachtree.
I don't know if he's crossing Peachtree, but wow, I mean, he did cut back inside, but there's yet another play that Charleston just dialed up. I got to start paying attention more to this defense because they are calling some exotic looks out here in both the defensive line as well as their secondary.
Exotic defensive looks. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Only from Meta Gauge. Dynasty steps up. Got a reception. Oh, what a catch. I thought that pass was deflected. And my goodness, Jamal Wooding, my favorite tight end of the SFL, comes away with that big catch.
I remember one thing about Charleston. I haven't played them in quite some time, but I see some things have not changed. They dial up about as many plays in their defensive playbook as any team in the SFL. A lot of teams have a lot of plays on offense. Charleston has a number of plays on defense, and you have to be prepared for everything.
My goodness, John Stamango. I know he's kicking himself in the butt for not. Oh, that's a face mask.
Let's see if they call this a incidental face mask or the 15-yard variety.
Let's take a look at R62. He didn't call a personal foul with it.
Yeah, incidental. They're going to take that penalty and take those yards away from BDG. In 1st and 5.
It's Jack Brown on the face mask, getting a little aggressive there.
Jack Brown, one of the bigger linebackers in the league.
6'5", 254. He told Laquan to shine, get your weight up. Here's BDG Hollywood netting the backfield. Oh, he takes a shot. And that's Brown.
He did, and if you're Charleston, that defensive end on the play, John Lallee, he didn't make the tackle, but he made the play as he was holding on to BDG for dear life.
Yeah.
Second time he's caught him in the backfield.
Weak wing jokers. Hand off here to Hollywood. Hollywood spin moves down to the 5. 3rd and 4 now.
Charleston had a man on the ground, cornerback Johnny Bravo, who somehow dove and missed, but he brought him back inside to his help. Otherwise, he's going to be dancing on Peachtree Boulevard.
Look at Jack Hoffman there. Atlanta come out in the spread offense.
Near spread.
Here is Hollywood. Hollywood met at the 3-yard line, and he falls backwards.
Wow, that's impressive to bring him down in the open field like that. I mean, they come out with a 3-wide receiver set, spread Charleston out wide, and just gave the ball to BDG. And to bring him down in the open field like that is impressive.
Very impressive. 4th and 2, and the Atlanta Swarm's going to have to settle for a 19-yard field goal. Sammy Steele on the attempt. The kick is up, and it's good.
Atlanta bringing this a 1-score game, but unfortunately have to settle for another field goal inside the SFL red zone. If you're an Atlanta fan, you're hoping that doesn't come back and bite you. You got to take advantage of those red zone opportunities.
Have you checked out video content produced by our community lately? Check the SFL M-Pod. Is that supposed to be Sim-Pod? Okay. Sim-Pod every week. SFL Crunch Time and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursday nights. Say it with your chest. As Fridays and Netma, you can see all week long at 7 p.m. Eastern. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord. At the top of the channel, listing as, just look for the events tab. The I in Sim-Pod is capitalized, and it basically threw me off. It's too early for this. Here's Johnson, 7-step drop, scrambles right, throws it out of bounds.
Smart
You know,
play.
Eddie, you and I, we're known as calling the late Sunday night games.
Yeah.
You know, I'm awake by then.
It's 9 a.m. over here for me, so think about how I'm feeling. I got home
I can only imagine.
after the playbooks was due past midnight, so you can imagine how I'm feeling.
And it doesn't help that I went to sleep about 2 o'clock this morning. So
Cliff is saying, get us some coffee.
something. 4-3 defense here. Ives Pro, and he's met in the backfield. Quee Swearingen, that is, for a 1-yard loss.
Leo Jefferson with another tackle in the backfield. He's having a good day.
Let's look at Joshua Williams. Been pretty quiet. They come out in man coverage here. Gun tray open. Down the field. That pass is almost caught, but it's deflected away by Moose Papano.
That play looks real familiar. That's the play I used a couple of games into the season when I was waiting on the development of Ryan Owens and Connor Weston.
And Charleston's going to have to settle for a punt here. They're unable to pick up the first down on this drive. So that I guess you can say that is a benefit for Atlanta, Eddie Gage.
Yes, they are. They're going to get a great starting field position.
There's Cody Murphy on the punt attempt. Here's a return here by Roosevelt. Out to Atlanta's 46. As you stated, they is going to have great field position. There's Brian Dynasty numbers. 6 of 4 for 128 yards. 21.3 yards attempt. 109 QBR. I guess you can say 110 if you round off the 7.
Did you ever play special teams when you were playing football, Damon?
I did. I got a story to go with that one, too.
I hated it.
I think I shared the story before, but I'll share it again. Here is a handoff here. Was that to the fullback?
It was.
Oh, no, that's BDG. He tricked me.
I think that's new to that playbook. And Damon, we were talking about this last night. I saw him DM you a couple of times asking about that play. And it looks like, I'm not sure that was on that playbook before, but it is now.
He stole that.
Yeah, he might have stole that from somebody. F-Wing Jokers.
First time seeing it here tonight, late in the middle of the second quarter. There's a dump off here to BDG. BDG Hollywood picks up the first down. That'll be his first reception today.
It is his first reception. BDG Hollywood, I thought he was going to get more than that because Charleston came out in a safe defense on this play, and I thought he's going to get some better blocking than that and pick up about 20 yards, but great job by Charleston to get him on the ground.
And if I'm not mistaken, Gage, BDG needs 2 yards receiving, that is, for 5,000 for his career.
5,000 for his career.
Here is Dynasty. Dump off to BDG. 5,000 yards. Count it, baby. Put it in the record books.
BDG now, I mean, he was already amongst the elite in the Hall of Fame, but now he's over 5,000 yards receiving for his career. Congratulations, young man.
All-time leaders in carry yards and rushing touchdowns.
I met BDG at his job once when I was in the Atlanta area, and let's just say that man does absolutely nothing and gets paid well for it.
Here's a handoff here to BDG. Breaks a tackle, and he bulldozed forward to pick up 1 yard.
And Charleston, like they might have got away with another face mask there. I thought he got grabbed by the helmet on that play.
Third and 1 for the Atlanta Swarm at Charleston's 33-yard line. They come out in a weak eye. Wing Jokers. Here is Hollywood. Spin move too early, but he picks up the first down to Charleston's 28 down.
That's the first time we've seen BDG open outside, and Charleston did a great job of getting him on the ground. Josh Reese with a great tackle. J-Rock is calling him the Tom Brady of the SFL.
Here is Brian Dynasty. Handoff here to Hollywood. Hollywood stuffed in the backfield right at the line of scrimmage.
Whenever he runs inside, Charleston has been ready for him. They've stunted their defensive linemen inside all game long so far. And I'm just waiting for him to hit it the outside, catching those defensive linemen pinching out inside and seeing what happens out of it.
Here's Brian Dynasty, 2nd and 10.
Wow.
They're going to go to BDG, and BDG is going to lose 4 yards on that reception.
We talked about Charleston being aggressive on defense. This time they come out in a too hard expecting to defend F-Wing Jokers this week, and they met BDG and said, hey, you might now be less than 5,000 yards after that tackle for loss.
Third in the country mile. Deep down in Georgia. For the Atlanta Swarm. Need a first down here. Dynasty. Passes deflected away. Almost intercepted by Stamango.
They brought the blitz. They brought a corner, what they call a cat blitz, bringing a slot corner on a blitz, looking for Brian Dynasty, trying to force that ball out of his hand. They only had a single safety high, and Atlanta was unable to take advantage of that situation.
So Atlanta's going to try a field goal here. This is going to be a 43?
48.
48. Oh, yeah, that's right. The kick is up by Steele. Got it. I thought it almost went to the wide right.
Sammy Steele getting a lot of work in here early on, DeMond.
You're absolutely right, Gage.
That's his third field goal.
17-13, 4-point game now.
I'm sure his agent likes the amount of work he's getting when it's time to settle for his next contract. But Mark Chisholm wants 7 and not 3.
I agree with you there. I would want 7 and not 3 as well. Here's the return here for Charleston. Down to the 23. Eddie Gage, you was asking me about have I ever played special teams. I have played special teams, but I played as a returner. This was
not so bad.
Yeah, that's not so bad. But here's the story. So in this game, first quarter, I played defense as well in this game. We'll get to it here after this play. Here is Kentez Johnson, who is now over 18,000 yards. Here is Johnson. Got a pass completed. Oh, no, he dropped it. And that was to the fullback, Terrell Sutherland.
Terrell Sutherland. He did a great job getting out there. Look at him. He ran that route like a tight end and did everything but catch it.
We missed it earlier in the game, Eddie, that Kentez Johnson did cross over 18,000 yards for his career. Kudos to Kentez Johnson. Here is Johnson underneath the center. Triple left. 5-step drop. Out route. Pass is completed. And it's to Buchanan Simons. That's Simons' first catch. It is.
And I think we miss it, DeMond, because that pass that he passed that milestone on of 18,000 was when Ken McCarroll was busy running 63 yards for a touchdown.
You're right. 4-3 is the defense here. They come out in either I-load or I-jacks formation here. They're going to go strong. ISO, Swearingen, spin move, and he's tackled after picking up the first down at Charleston's 39.
Right up the gut. I mean, man, you know, when I played defense, I know I played safety and sometimes corner, but one thing I could not stand was for a team to run the ball right up the middle on us. That's like, in my mind, just depressing.
You're right. Especially to play D-line. I mean, you better. No, those guys just hate it. Four wide receiver set. Oh, I'm sorry, 5. Didn't see the guy in the slot down there to the bottom. Trey open. Gonna go 90-yard slants. Pass is completed and caught. Down to Atlanta's 47. 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music live on YouTube.
Fast-paced game, DeMond.
Absolutely. But as you asked, I played special teams, and in this one game, I played returner, and I mouthed 2 punts. Picked it. The one I picked up and ran it back for a touchdown. But here's the kicker. Here's Johnson on a 5-step drop, dumps it off into Swearingen and flat. Swearingen with a spin move, and he picks up 4 yards on the reception. So here's the kicker. I'm running down the sideline to the end zone, and there's a linebacker who catches up with me. And I look, and I was like, I know I'm faster than this guy.
Oh, my God. Don't tell me he caught you, DeMond. Don't tell me he caught you.
No. A linebacker on my team.
Oh, okay.
But this dude was a lot taller than me, so he had longer legs and longer stride. There's
Oh.
Swearingen with a spin move. Oh, I thought it was fumble. He was just tossing it up. But yeah, this dude, he was about 6'3", 6'2", or something like that. Like I say, long legs, man. He played linebacker. Dude, he running, and I'm looking at him on
Running stride for stride.
stride for stride with me, man. Here's Kentez Johnson, got a man across the middle of the field, and that pass is caught. They go no hurry. Reception to Jay Taylor. 3-2 is this defense by Atlanta. Johnson, that pass is deflected. No, he caught it. My goodness, what a catch. Down to Atlanta's 25-yard line, and Charleston settled for a timeout.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get out of bounds, but wow, what a great job staying focused and bringing that ball in, because Atlanta had a beat on. I thought I was going to get picked off or at least deflected. Jack Napier just missed it.
Josh Williams said that man Sims is slow. I'm not slow, man. That dude was fast. Here is Johnson, dumps it off to the fullback in the flats, and he picks up the first down. They're going to go no huddle here. Let's see if they have a different play in this formation, Gage. On that reception is Terrell Sutherland. Same play, dumps it off to the fullback again, and he picks up 2 yards. Knocked out of bounds.
Those going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
Come on, I played special teams, and man, I could not. I hated it, bro. You take a beating out there, and to be successful with it, you have to have this mentality of that you can just go through a brick wall. That's what it takes. Imagine running 40 yards downfield and running full speed into somebody. It takes sacrifice.
Yeah, 20 miles an hour. Johnson, 2-step drop. Got Buchanan Simons wide open at the top of the field. He makes the first down reception out to the Atlanta 10-yard line now. This Charleston offense is really moving the ball. And Eddie Gage, I did see that you did post in the Discord for your what I want to call it, damn. Blonde moment there.
I don't know. I can't help, bro.
For your stats that you post in the channel, you did post that Charleston averaged only 22 points a game, and they're basically about to meet that mark if they score this touchdown on this drive here. Here's Johnson, crossing into the field, deflected away. They're going to call PI on Atlanta.
I don't like that call, Damani. They're just being physical out there, and basically the receiver runs into the slot corner. I couldn't tell the safety. He ran into the safety trying to make a play. That's a bad call.
I agree with you.
So now they're going to spot this ball where the penalty occurred at Damon.
They've spotted it right at the goal line. And Atlanta does come out in the goal line defense. Jumbo package here. Hand off to the fullback. No, it's Swearingen, that is. It's Swearingen just crossed Peachtree.
I'm not sure if you be saying that if they're on the road.
I didn't want to say it, but it didn't feel right either. It didn't feel right either.
It does not, but nonetheless, Charleston takes advantage of the situation, and they find themselves up with a 2-score lead with 17 seconds remaining in the half, looking to go up 11.
Can I take that back?
Too late.
It's too late. Damn. I can only wait to what Mark Chisholm's going to say to me.
Man, you know what? You just cursed on air just now. It reminds me of a bad dream I had. I had a dream I said something even worse. and Cam banned me from broadcasting for like a season.
Oh, man. Charleston has basically already excluded their points per game for the season. With 24, they come in averaging 23 points per game, which is 22nd, which is an improvement from 20.9 from last season.
That was a 13-play drive, Damon.
Wow. Talk about milking the clock. Here's open field here down to Atlanta's 28-yard line on the return. 12 seconds left in the second quarter here.
Quintez was 9 of 10 for 71 yards passing on that drive.
Now Quintez, he's a really good quarterback. You know, if you got packages in there for him, but that you're not forcing it in enemy territory down the middle of the field, he's a really good quarterback. I mean, you and I both know what he can do.
They go safety high here versus the strong, weak Twins. Let's see what. Oh,
3-step drop, deflected away.
Yeah, and you can tell that Charleston has been doing their homework, because if they throw like a fade route, the safety is in the middle of the field, will be unable to get over there. But they must have saw something on film, because they felt comfortable down that play up in that situation.
Yeah, you're right. So come out in the single high safety, man, it's scary.
Against Atlanta? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, with the weapons they have, Jamal Wooding, Siege Falco, and Boo Chisholm. Here's BDG Hollywood. They're going to hand it off just to run out the clock here. And we're going to go into the half with the Charleston Predators up on the Atlanta Swarm, 24-13.
And to me, Damon, the key to keeping Atlanta bottled up has been Charleston's defense of BDG Hollywood. He has 14 rushing attempts for only 31 yards, averaging 2.2 yards a carry. That's not going to get it done.
No, not at all. And Charleston is leading in first downs as well.
Atlanta does have big play striking ability, as they did hit that one play for Siege Falco that went for 64 yards and a touchdown. They found Jamal Wooding deep a couple of times. He has 49 yards receiving this game. But other than that, they've been bottled up throughout this contest. Boo Chisholm doesn't have a catch yet.
And that is surprising that Boo doesn't have a catch yet.
Or a target, for that matter.
Yep.
So how can Atlanta, this offense last season, Damon, was one of the best in the SFL.
Yes, it was.
Season 14 in particular, when they went on to win a championship, their offense was electrifying. You could not stop them. You only hope to contain them. And they're trying to get back to those days where they could be more effective on offense. But for this season, for whatever reason, it just has not happened for them.
Yeah, you're right. Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, did make it to the Final Four last season in the playoffs. Is that correct?
Hold on, player. They lost to me, and we went to the Final Four.
Oh, my bad. my SFL history is becoming a little shaky. Just
wait till you
can't
get my
watch
age,
every
bro.
game.
It don't get any better when you get my age.
Dude, here's a story. My mom, when we was kids, when I was a kid, and we lived in Orlando, Florida. My mom would send me to the next door neighbor house and maybe ask for sugar or salt, and I would come back with the opposite. And ever since, she started calling me forgetful. So go to the neighbor house, ask for sugar, I would come back with salt. I don't know how or why. I don't know. That was weird.
Your mouth was on other things in mind.
I guess because she would ask for salt for grits, but I like my grits with sugar. So I would go and ask for
I can't stand salt in my grits.
Neither can I. Ask the people in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, they love it. Here's a return here. He's out to the open field, crosses midfield. He is going to score on this return to open the second half. And on that return is Jay Taylor. My goodness, what an explosive run.
Watching that game last week that Charleston played versus St. Louis, nothing went right. They had a pick six thrown against them. Quintez was victimized a few times in the passing game. The special teams unit let him down with a block punt, a block PAT. Everything went wrong for him. But today, in the kicking game, Charleston is coming back, and they're looking to make amends for last week's loss.
Wow.
And this crowd, yet again, Damon, has gone silent.
It is silent completely here in the Atlanta Swarm Stadium.
Chris Henry saying, wow, this season we just can't catch a break.
Here's Brad Richard. They get a field goal attempt. That kick is up, and it is good.
You know,
But
and
yeah,
Ray is in the chat giving me a hard time about sugars. He's saying that is nasty. She says salt and butter is the only way to go, and I can tell that Ray and I have grown up in two different households. There's no way in hell I'm putting salt in my grits. That is disgusting.
now I can go with the butter.
I can go with
I,
the butter for
I'll
sure,
say
but
the
the
butter.
salt, no. Yeah, I
Butter.
like butter in my grits too, but the salt, there's no way.
Not the salt. Not the
No,
salt.
at all.
And there's a game summary so far here. There's a return here for the Atlanta Swarm. Ryan Roosevelt gets to Atlanta's 23-yard line.
Atlanta is a team that can put up points in a hurry. We have
They
not
sure
seen
can.
much of that this season, but if they want to make amends and try to make a playoff run, they're going to need to, have a blast from the past and get this offense woken up.
Now, if anybody knows that Atlanta can make a second half run, it's you, Eddie Gage.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
back to that playoff game that you spoke of, Atlanta was down at the half.
They were
You
down
know,
big.
and they came back in that game and they made it a game in the second half. And they basically, if I'm not mistaken, they were in position to win that game, right?
Yeah, they were down big, and right before the half, they scored a kickoff return for a touchdown route that we scored, and in the second half came back to tie that game before Big Game James came out and sealed the deal in the end.
There's a post route corner.
Oh,
It's intercepted. No way. Johnny Bravo comes away with that tip pick.
wow! And Brian Dynasty, he's tried to hit that fade a couple of times now, and Jacob Clear deflected it the first time around. He deflected again here, and this time, for whatever reason, the receiving core of Atlanta just stood there and watched here that interception. He tried to corral it, could not, and man, Atlanta just cannot catch a break today.
But here's something I don't know if you saw it, but the receiver who was on that corner post, he was held up. He got knocked off his route, so Dynasty had to hold it a little longer than what he wanted to. And here's a reception to McCarroll. McCarroll picks up 9 yards on that reception. They're down to Atlanta's 32.
And J-Rock is giving his receiver the business, saying, wow, the guy's just standing there. Come on, bro.
Sounds like a coach of mine once. You just stand there and look at the ball. Go get it. Here is Charleston. Handoff here to Swearingen. Swearingen stopped in the backfield.
Here we are early in the third, and I remember back in season 14 when Atlanta had everything going for them, and they were playing Carolina, and they were up by like maybe 30 points in the second quarter, and Harish told Atlanta, good game in the second quarter, bro. The owner of the team telling Atlanta good game in the second, and now here we are, and someone from Atlanta just told Charleston good game.
I see that. It's crazy, man. Certain things happen, and it makes you feel that way. I can vouch for that because going back last week in the Mexico City game, Dave Bird goes down on what I'm going to say the third possession of the game.
Yeah, it was early on.
It was in the first quarter or so,
Okay.
maybe in the second, and I was ready to say good game to Mexico City, but I said no, I'm not going to do that because I don't want anyone to think that I'm giving up or whatever. But here's Swearingen. Swearingen picks up 6 yards on that carry. That was a hard run.
It was, and Sage Falco, the GM for Atlanta, is telling DJ, bro, we do not give up. This game is not over. Keep fighting.
Yeah,
I share those same sentiments, bro.
absolutely agree with them on that one. Here is Kentez. Dump it off to Swearingen in the flat. Swearingen, did he pick up the first down? They're going to give it to him. That was kind of close.
It was close, but I thought he just got over that line.
Ray in the chat saying she's from NOLA.
Yeah, me and Ray, I'll tell you about this one time. I was down in New Orleans, Damon, and I was supposed to meet up with Ray and her husband, and I kind of got stuck at work. She was supposed to meet up with me and give me some gumbo, and I was unable to meet up with her, but I was disappointed because I think she came without that gumbo anyway, so it was probably fate that we didn't meet up because had I not gotten it, I'd have been really disappointed. And I wasn't gonna put my hands on Ray because me and Ray cool, but her husband, me and him might have had some words. Because I had never had that, that New Orleans gumbo before. I was looking forward to it.
Here's an end of it. The Queen Swanger is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle is Jack Napier.
But me and Ray cool though.
I tell you what, it's crazy you mentioned that. I took my mom to purchase a car, let's see, early February or so. And so here's Kentez Johnson. That pass hit a defender right in the butt. So the car salesman asks, what are you guys doing? What y'all got going on this weekend? My mom said, oh, I'm making gumbo. And he was like, oh, I haven't had gumbo in a long time. And my mom would say, well, you give me a good deal, I'll bring you a bowl tomorrow.
I know that's right.
Here's Brad Bridget with a 29-yard field goal attempt.
Both these kickers getting a lot of work today, Lamar.
They sure are. The kick is up, high snap. Man, that ball went high. He got out of that quick. And Charleston's going to go up 34-13.
Charleston putting up 34 points today. It has to be a sight for them as they're looking to go to 6-5. And if they can get this offense on track, we already talked about how unpredictable their defense is. You just never know what they're going to come out in. If they can get some consistency out of this offense, they can be scary headed to the playoffs.
Now, here's the kicker. It's only a 21-point ball game.
Yep.
Right? There's a lot of time left in this game. It's still 6 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Plenty of time.
That's a total of 17 minutes, 18 minutes left in this game. So,
17:51, but who's counting?
I just rounded off. Okay. It was really 6:56, so that's why I rounded off to 18.
You got it.
Smarty pants.
I'm on your side.
Thanks. But as you stated on the previous drive, that Atlanta can put up some points. Now, if the defense can stop Charleston from getting, first downs, here's Dynasty. That pass is tipped, almost intercepted by Josh Reese.
Dynasty is not having one of his better days, and his offensive line didn't give him any help on that play. There's only 3 men coming after him, and somehow he still gets knocked off his spot. You got to get this man some help.
But also, let's talk about this. Atlanta is doing a lot of 3-step drops. You're around that defensive line, and it's crowded in that area, and your quarterback just don't have a lot of room, to throw the ball. Gonna go F-wing jokers, 5-step drop, and man, who was that corner up there?
They caught it yet again. They come out with this too hard look, preparing for F-wing jokers. There was nowhere for Dynasty to throw the football. He was forced to eat it.
Look at Johnny Bravo. Oh, you can't see it, but Johnny Bravo came down and played the flat.
He sure did.
And he was all over BDG, and basically Dynasty had to eat that one.
Had to eat it. They play that cover 2 defense. There's nowhere to throw the football to. And, man, Charleston did their homework this week defensively.
Gun straight. Crossing routes all over the field. And, man, Dynasty basically had nowhere to go with that one. I don't know if he was throwing it away or attempting to siege Falco.
Well, he actually had his big man, the tight end, open on a short, shallow crossing route, but did not see him. And there was no one in the area. He's going to pick up that pass about 4 yards downfield and run for about another 10.
Mm-hmm. And here comes Rob Harris. I'm sorry, not Rob Harris. Chris Smith, the punter, to punt it away here to Charleston. Here's the return man. Jay Taylor right at midfield at Atlanta's 49-yard line.
Yeah, Charleston, if you're an Atlanta fan, they're starting on the wrong side of the 50 yet again.
Mm-hmm. McCarver in the huddle saying, throw me the ball. Not sure if you saw his hand movement. Haven't had a catch in a while here, guys.
And the shotgun, so he's going to get his wish. Split pro.
Split pro. Quintez steps up. Oh, what a dot! Buchanan Simons on that reception, Eddie Gage.
Yeah, the crossing routes again have victimized Atlanta. They have a couple of times today. And this time it's Quintez's job to dance around the pocket, buy some time for his receivers to get open.
Quintez Johnson, Kenny Dimes is what they used to call him in Houston.
Yes, sir. Offensive Rookie of the Year. The season, excuse me.
I formation, jumbo package, handoff here to Queet Swearingen. Swearingen stopping the backfield.
Leo Jefferson has having himself a great game today.
He sure is.
That's his third tackle for loss unofficially.
Wow. Here is Johnson. They're going to go strong twins. 4-3 is the defense. Stretch play to Swearingen. Swearingen stood up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like by Swole. No, it's Jefferson again.
Jefferson continuing to put his resume out there. He wants some more looks in terms of shots at the All-Star game.
He keep racking up these tackle for loss. He just might get it.
Look at this little tackle. Atlanta.
There's a pass across the middle of the field, overthrown.
And it was overthrown because they actually brought their middle linebacker, Quantashawn, on a blitz and gave the left defensive, the left tackle all he could handle, forcing one-on-one opportunities.
And Atlanta has forced Charleston to punt the ball back to them.
Yes.
Only allowing 2.5 minutes off the clock. Not bad.
Great punt, too.
It is. Man, Atlanta's going to start off at the 7-yard.
7-yard line, a long way to go, but there's no better time to start than the present, Damon. Atlanta looking to save their season.
The SFL has partnered with Laser to deliver digital SFL player trading cards to its players and viewers starting this postseason exclusively on the SFL Twitch broadcast. Viewers every 30 minutes will be issued one of 18 trading cards, or you can buy the entire pack through Laser's store and receive the complete set of common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare memorabilia. Here's a handoff here to BDG Hollywood. The stutter step and the juke hurt him.
Yes, it did. He actually got a great block from his fullback, Mitchell O'Brien, at 6'1", 250. It looked like the linebacker was running away from that tackle on that play. But, man, BDG got out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take advantage of it.
Visit laser.gg and click the Join Alpha button to connect your Twitch account. Here is Dynasty. Dump it off here to Hollywood. Hollywood spin move, breaks that tackle. Another spin move, juke move, out past the 20 at the 21.
And the way that Brian Dynasty's been throwing the ball today, making those mistakes, it may just have to be BDG Hollywood working his way downfield methodically to get them back in this ball game.
Yeah, Dynasty is 15 of 8 for 146 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 INTs. Nice dump off there by Dynasty, though, but an outstanding and more explosive play from BDG.
When was the last time you seen Brian Dynasty only have a 53% passing completion?
I don't know, man. That's scary. Here is Hollywood, and Hollywood is hit in the backfield, going to lose a yard there.
Yeah, and Charleston has got it all working for him. It's hard to defend a team that has weapons on the outside as well as a great back. And Charleston has done a great job thus far defending both the run and the pass.
They're going to come out in the same formation. Looks like Charleston want to bring a blitz to the top of the field. He is on a hot route. And there's an out route pass to the Wooding, the tight end. He picks up the first down before tackled and brought down at the 34.
And we talked about the offensive line letting Brian Dynasty down. We have to give him credit this time around because that was a deep out And to make this play happen versus that man-to-man defense, you're going to need great protection from your offensive line. And that time, Dynasty got it.
Strong Twins. Hand off here to BDG. And this Charleston run defense has been all over BDG Williams this morning, Gage.
Yes, they have this morning, as you said, and they come out with a stretch play. And, man, you're right. BDG is just not having one of his better games today.
There's Chris Joseph, a veteran. He's been around the league about 5 seasons now. Here is Hollywood. Gets a block. Tackled at the 35. I want to say it's Jack Brown.
That time the guard pulls and gets the right defensive end knocked on his what do you call it? The tuchus. and BDG, there you go. That'll work too. And BDG
your buttocks.
Yeah.
I can keep going. I'll stop right there though. Here's Brian Dynasty. And the gun got him in. What a one-hit. Oh, no, he dropped it. I thought Chisholm had a one-handed catch.
Man, and Charleston continues to dial up these exotic looks. They bring both corners down, and if Brian Dynasty just holds on to the football and he can hit a man deep and take advantage of this aggressive look from Charleston, but he couldn't. They brought Palmer. Both corners down. My goodness.
Ashley Palmer say booty. We was trying to stay away from that one. Here is Charleston on the return. 37-yard line is where Charleston would take over.
Charleston, at this point in the ball game, probably wants to get a heavy dosage of Keith Swearengin at this point.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going to go. They're going to go to conservative mode, basically try to run this clock out, and hopefully enough they can get out of here with the W.
This I-Wing Jokers Demar?
No, this is either I-Lows or I-Jack, loaded up with tight ends and tackles. There's Swearengin up the middle. The crazy thing is about that, it is that not I-Wings, I-Lows and I-Jacks looks identical.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell those two apart.
I-Load has an additional tackle on the play. I-Jacks has a tight end.
Yeah, and Ben's so far up in the booth here, I can't see. There is Swearengin. Spin move, picks up a yard or two.
And he was one block away from picking up a first down, but his fullback just did not have the speed to get out there and get the block on.
3rd and 4 here for Charleston at their own 43 with 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Coming to I spread. Let's see what the play is. It's going to be an out route to the bottom of the field. That is to Buchanan Simons. And Simons comes away with that first down reception at Atlanta's 48. Simons, Gage, has not been as productive this game, but I can remember when he played for Chicago. That dude used to take the top off the roof.
Yeah, he was the deep threat for him. I remember when we played him in the playoffs, he had that one big catch for a touchdown. It really pissed me off.
I spread here, and they're going to dump it off here to the halfback. Swearengin juke move inside down to Atlanta's 41.
Yeah, going back to Buchanan Simons, like you said, he used to be a deep threat when he was in Chicago. All he ran was deep routes.
Yeah.
I used to wonder how that guy had the stamina to finish a game because he just ran a bunch of 9 routes, posts, deep outs. I'm like, come on, bro.
Deshaun Jackson 2.0.
Yeah, it's like a track meet out there trying to defend that guy. Put your 4s up.
Don't forget your 86. That's the end of the third quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on the SFL YouTube channel. Visit the SFL website at FL.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus features from our content team, including Swamp Talk, Power Rankings, and What We Learned, the read option. Here is Swearengin right up the middle. He picks up the first down. Also, the read option and Talent Factory's feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings, and the next class of SFL talent and so much more. SimulationFL.net, your home for everything SFL.
And on that play, the defensive line, I'm not sure if that was a stunt to the outside or what, but they had that play bottled up. But Keith Swearengin showing patience, bounces it back inside and picks up some nice yardage.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the secondary for Atlanta here. The middle of the field is wide open. They're going to go out route. That pass is that tipped it. Deflected away. Was that J-Rock? Yes, it was.
J-Rock on a deflection, and wow, that'd have been a big play had he been able to hold on to that football, catch it. He'd have been running still, headed toward the end zone and trying to turn this ball game around.
Could have built up some momentum for this team as well. Atlanta's going to go press man.
Yeah.
Going to go fade route, jump it off at the Swearengin in the backfield. Nice play there by Quanta Shine on a tackle for loss.
Did you see how fast Quanta Shine got over there?
Talk about being pissed.
I mean, he must have about 9 abilities on his resume. Man, that got too much money. Blitz.
Straight open. Oh, one-handed catch. And that looks like Jay Taylor for the touchdown.
Atlanta brought the blitz yet again. I think that was cover 4 out of the 3-2 dime. And wow, once again, Charleston takes the top off the defense and makes them pay.
I didn't see what the bottom of the field was running, but if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that was 50Z double cross. Or 50 doubles cross is what it's called.
So you better ask one of these offensive-minded people. Don't ask me that. You know,
I'm not asking you. I'm asking myself. I'm trying to remember.
Okay. I'm just checking. But number 27 for Atlanta had a beat on that ball, but unfortunately for him, Don Fletcher, he read it incorrectly.
There's a look at Jay Taylor's numbers. Summary for the game. Can't forget about that explosive kickoff return.
Yeah. I think that pretty much, turned the tide in Charleston's favor and pretty much got them comfortable and got them going.
Looking at Kentez Johnson's summary down there at the bottom, I think this is his best game he's had all season.
I think so too. I was just about to say the same thing. 26-33.
As his return mid-season. Here is the Atlanta Swarm. Tries a spin move. Nothing doing. Stop at the 24-yard line. APM Music is unraveled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Here is shotgun formation twins here for Atlanta. That pass is almost intercepted, but what a catch by Jamal Wooding. And he breaks the tackle down to Charleston's 26. What a play.
Someone clipped that. I'm not sure if it made the top 10 because of the execution, but he caught it nonetheless. And wow, off the deflection, reels that ball in. If anything else, he should win the Never Give Up award because that had disaster written all over it, and somehow Atlanta's able to benefit off of it.
Yeah, that was a crazy play there. Wow, it bounced right off the chest of the defender, and Wooding just happened to be there, and he showed the other guy, this is what you do when it's tipped your way. You catch the ball. 4-3. That pass is almost deflected by Minner, and BDG Hollywood crosses the first down line down to the 10-yard line of Charleston now. 9 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, in that time, once again, Charleston had this play dialed up. They come out with this cover 2 hard look, and instead he plays the ball too far inside, not giving himself the opportunity to make the play, and that should have been picked off and going the other way had he played that ball correctly.
Dynasty underneath the center. Got twins to his right. Strong eye formation here. Got an out route. That pass is completed to Boo Chisholm. I don't care if I just got one reception. I got a touchdown, and I just crossed Peachtree Boulevard.
And that's how you make defenses pay. Anytime you want to play that cover 2 hard look, you want to take away the screens to the tailback. Okay, no problem. We're just gonna throw a 5 to 7 yard out route right where you just left from. The safety can't get to because he's too far away. I'm gonna cut this ball upfield and use my feet to get into the end zone.
If you're hearing boos in the background, that's because his name is Boo Chisholm.
You know, Boo Chisholm at last season's convention had me taste a steak. I think it was medium rare. He wanted me to try rare. I'm like, bro, I just can't do it. I'm sorry. But he had me try a medium rare steak, and I gotta admit, you know, I didn't think I would ever do that because I need my meat cooked all the way through. But he got me to try it out, and I gotta admit I was impressed. He told me if I tried it out, he would pay for my steak, and I couldn't turn down $3.99.
I don't blame you there, Gage. Coming up next on NXT, coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. The DC Dragons have eyes on their first trip to the playoff in 7 years and welcome the Fury of Las Vegas to the nation's capital. Then, the West Division is on the line when Denver meets Sioux Falls in a rematch from an overtime thriller earlier this year. The race for the playoffs is heating up. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your era. Week 13 here in the SFL, and man, I tell you, it has been a long one. There's an en route, and that pass is caught and complete to Buchanan Simons. Kentez Johnson, look at those numbers.
Somehow he held on to it because Aquinas Shine almost took the soul out of Buchanan.
Going to shine. I call him Ray Head Cracker. It reminds me of Ray Lewis, man. That dude's big. And he's fast. Here's Charleston. It's like the same formation that Atlanta was in when they scored on the last touchdown.
Yeah. I remember when I was playing Atlanta a couple of seasons ago, and DJ Moses got out past the defense and was running toward the end zone. And Aquinas Shine was behind him. He was gaining on him. And I could not help but notice how much bigger Aquinas Shine was over DJ, but somehow he caught him.
Here's a handoff here to Keith Swearingen. Swearingen out into open field. Picks up the first down now at Charleston's 48-yard line, right at midfield.
And tackle, yet again, I thought he was going to be, still running there, but they had the angle on him and brought him down. But nice run nonetheless by Keith Swearingen. I think DJ misses you, DeMond.
Yeah, you can hear me in the back?
Yeah. He's over there looking for his daddy.
Look at this.
Look how aggressive they are on this play, DeMond.
My goodness, he's been a little cranky this morning. He likes his daddy. There's a 3-3 by the defense. Here's sweet Keith Swearingen wide open at the middle of the field. That 3-3 defense is not good versus the run, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that play was, but they were all about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. And, if you can get that first block of defenders out the way like they did, you to make a play like that work, you need a stout nose tackle. Mm-hmm. And Swoll, don't get me wrong, he plays the one technique very well, but the zero, I'm not so sure. He's
not that big of a guy, meaning body, the wideness of his body. My goodness, what a move by Keith Swearingen.
Keith Swearingen, you don't think of spin moves when you think of Keith Swearingen, but like we said earlier, these past couple of seasons, I'm not sure if he lost weight or what, but he's looked like a different back.
Yeah, I'm used to him being a power back. I think of Keith Swearingen, man, back in, when he was with Seattle. Bulldozing over people. There's Buchanan Simon, who has been working the inside of the field and the sidelines, doing pretty good, very productive. 6 for 6 for 64 yards.
I didn't think I think you think about that other big guy over in Seattle who was like 300 something pounds.
That wasn't Swearingen?
Nah, Spencer been here his entire career.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, we got the roster right here. Let's
Yeah, he's been here all 8 seasons. If someone
Is that
in the
right?
chat can
They
tell
sure
us
have.
who that was in Seattle who actually forced a rule change about the height and weight of tailbacks, because that guy looked like an offensive lineman running with the ball in his hands. I can't think of his name right now.
That dude was like 260, man.
Yeah. And he was hard to bring down, too.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was Swearingen.
Nah, but whoever this, man, what is that guy's name? He actually changed the way that he actually helped rewrite the SFL rule books. He was so big.
Yeah, I think that's why we went to archetypes.
There you go. There you go, Zach Sandlin. Thanks,
Okay,
really.
so I guess it was the S in Sandlin that made me think of Swearingen. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, got him. Oh, he didn't throw it to him.
Oh my goodness!
And I see what that play is now. It's 3-3 double trouble. And wow, they had the deep threat we just talked about a moment ago open. Buchanan Simon says he beat both defenders out there on the edge, but Kentez did not see him. That should have been a touchdown.
Chris Porter, you may want to run after this game. I think the police going to come after you for that hit. Here is Kentez Johnson. Dump off to Swearingen. Man, goodness, Chris Porter put a hit on Kentez.
Yes, he did. But he can only blame himself because he had his receiver wide open in the end zone. Trips tight.
Swearingen telling Kentez, keep my team name out your mouth. Here's Kentez Johnson underneath the center with a trips to his right. 5-step drop, race to progression. That pass is caught and complete to McCarro. 4th and 7, and they're going to settle for a field goal.
And that's a hard play for Jack Neighbors to defend because you got 2 receivers basically crossing paths, one headed toward the inside, one on the outside. There's a good look on the replay. He makes a great read on it. Otherwise, that's a first down.
He also had Buchanan Simons open as well. I gotta get a room. I really do.
Charleston, very busy the kicking game today, Damon.
Very, very busy. That 37-yard field goal is up and it's good. Let me see the kicker stat line here.
You told me that Charleston would have put up 44 points today against this Atlanta defense. I would have called you a liar. Yeah,
To your
here we are.
face.
Yeah.
And we don't say that in any negative regard towards Charleston. It's basically going
not at all.
off the season, you know. I mean, they only average 23 points a game, you know.
You know, I hope I don't get myself in trouble here, Damon. But I remember several weeks ago when Atlanta was playing Las Vegas, and Vegas put up 60-something points. And somewhere, I think it was the 3rd quarter, I get a call from Cameron Irvine, our league commissioner. He goes, Eddie, are you watching this Atlanta-Vegas game? I said, yeah, why, what's up? He said, do you think I messed up the playbooks? Because I've never seen Vegas do what's getting done to Atlanta right now. And I said, Cam, I have no answers for you, bro.
Oh, wow. You may get a call after this game for putting that out there. It's a dump off to BDG Hollywood.
And Charleston remains aggressive. You know, I don't want to – I need to stop calling out these plays because I get DMs from coaches telling me to stop telling people what play I'm calling. So they get mad at me when I do that. I need to kind of tone that down. But Charleston continues to remain very aggressive on defense.
I mean, I don't know why coaches do that, because it's not like they're not watching the film. Your next opponent is not watching the film and seeing what you're doing. So why, you know, jump in Eddie's DMs and say that? So Eddie, basically, I'm going to tell you this. Don't stop. Continue doing what you're doing.
Was that Sage who just got lit up like that?
Yeah, he did.
Jacked up.
You got jacked. Same play, pump fake, dumps it off to Chisholm. Chisholm with a spin move makes a nothing out of something on that play.
Impressive athlete.
I'll hit Chisholm on an out route. He's going to go in and out on a 50s X spot, and that pass is deflected away. Was that Corey Minner? No, it wasn't.
It was not, but man, Charleston, dude, they are calling some plays you don't see a lot of teams call here defensively, and it's been working great for them. And Cam just
got fined.
Cam, I'm sorry, bro. Do not take my team, man. Arizona, I love y'all. Oh, look
There's
at
a pass out the middle of the field. That pass is going to be incomplete.
This time they brought the free safety, who in this example is the strong side safety, down in the coverage to help with those slants.
I mean, just because a guy knows, what's happening on the field, don't be at his DMs,
It's almost every week, Damon. I promise you. It's like every 3 weeks or so. I get. I
wonder if Ramos getting the same feedback.
You know what I'm saying? Holla at Ramos. He calls out every damn play.
Especially the offense. Here's a deep pass, and he got his man wide open. It's Siege Falco. Call! Touchdown as he crosses Peachtree.
Yeah, that time, Charleston actually played conservative on the defense, but the problem was the safeties were playing inside the numbers, and the corner gave him inside leverage again, which I would never understand, giving him a free release, and that's easy pitch and catch if you're an Atlanta fan.
Somebody say they'll only be worried if you call the plays that haven't been called in the playbook. Cam said, now that would be impressive. Oh, man. How did you like my car impression?
That was impressive, dude. I don't have the nerve to do that, man. I just can't see myself saying that. But for you, I give it to you, bro. I give you an A for effort. You see that?
Oh, man. Touchdown by Atlanta. Extra point is good. They're going to go for onside kicker. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock, Eddie. This could be impressive. They can get this onside kick, get a good march downfield, or should we say a quick play for a TD if they get it. Oh, and that's going to be recovered by Charleston.
I remember, Damon, no lead is ever safe, despite what the score says. I remember playing London in the playoffs last season. We were up 44-0, and we brought the backups in with about 5 minutes and change left in the ball game, and they scored 28 points in like 4 minutes, and I was just on the sidelines, heated.
I know you was. Sure, I can go back this season. When we played Lone Star, we were up 21-3 in the fourth quarter. Our backups come in, they score a touchdown, they get an onside kick, and basically we just folded and lose that game late in the fourth quarter. Just, it's never over. It's never over. If I had some type of part of this game, if I'm Charleston, my legs and my heart would still be shaking and beating fast.
Charleston went 7-5 last week and needed a 2-minute warning. Let me repeat that.
That's a 2-minute warning. You watch the Simulation Football League presented by ATM Music on the SFL YouTube channel. So look at Higgins. Linebackers for Charleston has been pretty busy. 5 and 6 tackles on the day. Here's Swearingen handoff. He's hitting the backfield. Oh my goodness, what a hit by Swole. Josh Williams.
Yes. I met him at the convention. I remember I walked in and I think we were at Mike St. Green's house. And he was outside, or I can't remember, or in the kitchen or something. Probably in the kitchen because he's a big guy, so he got to eat. And I remember looking at him and said, damn, that motherfucker tall as hell.
Eddie, you can't say that on the air. Here's Swearingen. Oh, that's the backup end. Well, you got 2 fines coming your way.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to say that. That might be true.
Yeah, my bladder hurting.
I didn't, Kim, I swear, I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, my kidneys. Defense was stopped by Atlanta. Charleston has to punt it away.
She just said, uh-oh. I'm glad it's not a TV game.
Atlanta's going to start over. They're going to take this drive.
I just broadcasted my last game, and I probably won't get no more TV games. I'm sorry, Cam. I promise, bro. I didn't mean to do that.
Let the interview start for my next partner. I'm trying to get myself together.
Get yourself together.
His diamond is sticked up off the BDG.
Get it together, man. You're making it worse.
Cam say what he say.
Nothing.
Here's Dynasty. 1 minute, 27 seconds up on the clock. There's a pass. Cross the middle of the field. Pass is caught by Jamal Wooding. No, it's not Wooding. That's 88. That's Ryan Roosevelt.
Ryan Roosevelt getting in on the action.
Hey, Eddie, you need a loan?
Yeah, I do, bro, because I'm about to get fined.
He said stuff that even your pastor would say is too clean. It's going crazy.
To the recording.
Is BDG, I'm sorry, BDG Hollywood in the flat, gets a block, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, hit at the 37.
Didn't got a bounds though.
You're gonna go no huddle here. 1 minute and 10 seconds, 9 seconds on the clock. Dynasty 5-step drive. Oh no, he's hitting the backfield for a 7-yard loss at Charleston 44.
I was surprised he would have held on to the football. He didn't see that hit coming.
He sure did. He ran right into it. There's an outright pass attempted, almost intercepted.
Charleston remains aggressive.
Nice play on the ball by Jacob Clear.
It sure was.
Wow.
Demar, I gotta admit, bro, for the first time in a while, I'm kind of speechless, man. I gotta, I'm trying to reel myself back in, bro. But I cannot believe, I just told you earlier how I had a bad dream that I said some inappropriate stuff, and sure enough,
You jinxed yourself. They're going to go gun straight.
Cliff looking out for me in the chat. I appreciate my teammate.
Oh, there's an in route. That pass is completed. Looks like Wooding on the catch. Here's Dynasty, 35 seconds. 3-step drop. In route, complete again. Boom Chisholm for the first down. Not sure why they're not calling the timeout.
No, I think that.
Was that incomplete?
Because the clock stopped.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, why'd the clock stop? I thought he caught it.
I did too.
Wait
It
a
was like
minute.
on a replay, like he caught it. Maybe they caught a timeout.
I didn't see a timeout.
So I don't know. They ruled
Charleston's offense is on the field. Wow.
Oh, that must have been fourth down. I'm sorry. I'm so discombobulated. I wasn't even paying attention. To the
Yeah, it
time.
was first down.
Yeah,
But I thought Boo Chisholm caught it.
he did, but he was short of the sticks. That's gonna wrap up this ball game tomorrow. They're gonna go in the victory formation.
It absolutely is. And that's going to be the nil that's going to do it. I'm going to get my last ad read in. Next Saturday on NXT, coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues Saturday, April 16th, the final day of the regular season at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. The South Division title will be on the line when Mexico City faces the Lone Star Glory. Plus, DC will meet London in a crucial game for playoff seeding. NXT will also have coverage of potential divisional races up for grabs in the West, Atlantic, and East. Visit NLSC.com to find next level sports in your area.
Damon, this game is going to come to a close as Charleston puts this game away early here late in the first half, and that kickoff return pretty much sealed the deal for them and gave them all the cushion they needed to relax and just play Charleston football and trying to put away the bad memories of last week when that game got out of hand for them.
You're absolutely right. There's a look at the return there, and that return basically built up the confidence going into the second half of this game here. But also, you look at the time of possession, Charleston won that. You look at the turnover battle, Charleston won that. Third down, they won that. So they basically won in crucial sides of the game.
Charleston's defense, in my opinion, along with a clean offense, won this game for them. No receiver outside of Jamal Woody, had more than 2 catches. And a lot of that production for Atlanta came late in this game when it was all already said and done. And BDG Hollywood, credit goes out to the front 4 of this Charleston defense. They kept him bottled up for most of this contest. He had a couple of moments here and there, but 19 carries for 35 yards is not going to get it done when you already have a quarterback that's struggling to find his way this season. But Mark Chisholm is a season 14 champion, and I'm sure next season he's going to spend this entire offseason trying to get things right for his offense and getting them back on track of what they're accustomed to being. But this day is all about Charleston.
You're right, Gage. I agree with you 100% on that. This day was all about Charleston. Charleston came out, and you stated, they showed some exotic looks defensively. Some looks that I am afraid of adding in my playbook. But it worked. And sometimes, you have to be aggressive or take chances here in this league. And them taking chances basically escorted them to a victory today.
Pentez Johnson, the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, wins Player of the Game, 29 of 36 officially for 296 yards and 3 big touchdowns. Welcome back to the league, young man.
Outstanding performance. Hey everybody, you're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. I was your broadcaster today, Damon Simmons, and alongside was my main man, Eddie Gage. Send everybody home, Gage.
Arizona, I love y'all! Yo, I know the season did not go the way we predicted. I ran my mouth, said we were going 12-0. I don't care what people say. I got a winning mentality every week. We going 1-0. So, it didn't come out the way we planned on it, but, keep this faith. I'm glad everybody coming back. We got one guy retiring who's going to announce next week. But other than that, I look forward to having you all back. Thanks for having faith in me. I will always have faith in you. Continue having that faith in me, and I continue to put in the work every week. We're going to get things figured out. We're going to get things situated, and we're going to bounce back next season. I promise you that. But, tomorrow, the Sims look real good this week, but I know Baltimore's making changes too, maybe making their adjustments. I'm looking to shock the world tomorrow, y'all. I can't wait to see how it plays out. Until then, everybody, thanks for coming. Good night, and drive home safe, everybody.
See you when we see you. Peace.
Shout out to the stats team, Mark and Justin Rosado as well.